as the Cardinals get the first on the board with that big interception.
No, it was. It turned out to be a good interception. You know, you want to start the game off with the defensive score. I mean, that's a great thing to do. Get the defense going, get it going on. Albert Vasquez with the interception cut right in front of him. Well, we saw the offense for a couple of plays, 2 plays. But good job on the defense. That's how you win games, you know, an outstanding defense.
Mission Vets, of course. We talked about it in pregame that they're going to come, you know, with a pass because that's the brand of offense that Mission Vets usually likes to run. They like to run that spread offense. Coach Gilpin, he usually has a really good quarterback, and he's going to be able to get it to very good receivers. And so, you know, we knew we were going to see that. And we're Vasquez last year played cornerback, shifts around a little bit, but he's playing that safety position right now, so that gives him a little more range. Here we go. Abrigo. Shotgun formation, lets it fly. Receiver on the outside. Big hit there by number 6 of the Cardinals, and he dislodges the football incomplete.
Yeah, that was Andres Guerrero. I think it's pronounced it right. But he was able to get to the ball pretty quickly and made the receiver drop the ball. Didn't have that catch and run thing to cause it a fumble, but you know, it's another one. You know, we got 2nd and 10, and so far I'm very impressed with the Cardinals defense against this really high-powered offense that the Mission Veterans have.
Well, Mission Veterans coming in 2-0. They've started off really strongly, beat McAllen Memorial, beat Mission, right? And so definitely have a little bit of steam. Little slow start right here to get this game going. But Abrigo looks like he's in command now. A little toss, but look at that red jersey. That's a fumble. Ball's on the ground. I think that's going to be Cardinal football.
I think it's going to be Cardinal football. And we've got 2 turnovers already, but this defense likes to turn the ball over a lot, and then here it is. It is Cardinal ball. Ladies and gentlemen, 10 minutes to play in the first quarter, and the Cardinal defense has come out big on both stands and created 2 turnovers. We had an interception and now a fumble recovery.
When you put yourself in a position, right, and these defenders have, Albert Vasquez, this time I couldn't get a number. I just saw a punch, right, as he was going to tackle him, just kind of put his fist on that football and dislodge it. So when you put yourself in a position, good things happen. And that's exactly what's happened. Defensive players are being coached up. They're being at the right spot at the right time, and then things are happening. 2 turnovers, and we're not even a few minutes into this game tonight, 10:42. We will see that traditional Cardinal offense, at least traditional for this year, and we'll get it going here. Quarterback on the outside. He's got a head, tries to get the edge. That's number 5.
There's Morales out there. Randy Morales, the quarterback for the Harlingen Cardinals. And he got on the shotgun form and had Keenan Torres running with them for the block. But Aaron, going back to what you were saying, and both turnovers have come in deep in their territory, and that's something you're putting the defense in very, very short field.
Right.
And that's got to be tough for the defense as well. The first one was, you know, right about the 3 or 4 yard line, and now this one's about the 22. So not a way to put the defense up against this high-powered offense.
All right, here we go. Back at it again. Shotgun formation, man in motion. He's going to keep this one. Same play as last time. They're going to say, we're going to run it until you stop it, and it's touchdown Cardinals. The number 5, Randy Morales, quarterback on the outside. Sweep, touchdown Cardinals.
Well, Aaron, you never see this happen, but they ran the exact same play again and had the running back, Keenan Torres, right in front of him and was able to pay the way for another Cardinal touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. We got a 13-0 ball game. We've had 2 turnovers. If you're just joining us, Harlingen's defense has turned the ball over already twice, and that's why we got 13-0 game here. But the defense is playing outstanding here.
Cardinals coming out quick to the punch here. We're at 9:55 remaining in the first quarter. 13-0 extra point attempt. It's up, and it looks like it is going to be good, and that's 14-0 Cardinals off of 2 big turnovers, Joe. And, you know, when your Mission Vets are coming out here, you're going to be punching up against these Cardinals. You got to protect the football. And those first 2 drives, interception, fumble, they've got to get something going here. They're going to have a shot. Yeah, and they got to get something going here. But what is going through the mind of the offense right now? They've got to get in sync because right now they're thinking, man, you know, we turned the ball over twice, giving the Cardinals a 14-0 lead. The offense, and they're going to throw. We know we're going to throw. We've seen just about everything. I think we've got maybe 1 running play, and that was actually just a receiver going across and getting a dump pass on it. But going back what you were saying, though, I think they have to just, you know, get back to the focusedness because if they start thinking about this, they're going to, you know, it could be a long night, and Harlingen may be dominating this game even worse. Well, Harlingen's coming off of that big, speaking of domination, right, that big game last week against Mercedes, and you know, some people were upset with running up the score and those types of things, but the Cardinals really were just playing very basic football. running the football, playing good defense. And the Cardinals, we've talked about this a few times. And yes, we are here in Harlingen. Joe and I, every week we get to see either South or Harlingen High, and so we get to see these teams at least bi-weekly. And from what I could see so far in this season, Joe, the Cardinals really are loaded this year, better than I've seen in probably about 5 or 6. And so
absolutely,
this
totally
is a strong
agree with
team.
this.
It's a
very strong team.
All right, here we go. But Mission Vets are still not out of it. 14-0. They can put up points fast. They're going to want to try to get going quickly. Here's a nice return out to the 30-yard line.
Oh, we got a penalty flag on the play. Couldn't see exactly what it was, Aaron, but yes, they've got to come back and they've got to regroup and just play their own style of football. If they're going to have a chance here, they've got to just pretend that they never turn the ball over twice and then just play their football game because they are a good team. Let's see what the penalty's about here.
As a football fan, you want to see the Veterans Memorial get back into this game because you want to see a good game lasting to that fourth quarter, right? And so, while we do get to see Cardinals and Hawks weekly, we'd love to see a good football game. So we're rooting for a good one. Mission Vets, we're hoping that they kind of get back here and get settled in. Got a young quarterback, junior. Got some sophomores, juniors back there. This is all great learning experience for them. They're playing a seasoned defense here. Got some seniors on the red side of the football, and so this is a great test. Any way you cut it. Here we go. Out to go. Shotgun formation now. Hand off. Left-hand side. Now they'll run the ball. Trying to get that edge. Number 7 turns it upfield. Shoulder down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, he ran around the left-hand side and was able to get a couple of yards. Actually, got about 5-6 yards. It didn't look like that much, but he was actually pretty fast around the left-hand side. But this is exactly what they need to do: is get their just settle down, get the game going. And I think we have a timeout or an injured player.
Trying to see if anybody's down here, Joe. I think it's timeout.
I think it's a timeout, yeah.
Yep. That was number 7, Pablo Lopez, by the way, junior running back. Yeah, the humidity on the field, by the way, folks, we're down there for pregame, and let me just tell you, I mean, it's thick. The humidity, a little bit of breeze starting to come in, but earlier there was no breeze, Joe. And it may feel like there's no breeze on the field because that wind's coming out of that east end, right?
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
But hydration is going to be the name of the game. If you're going to see longevity from these players, because they're going to be sweating out a lot with that humidity. It's so thick tonight.
Well, Aaron, what I'm noticing is the referees did not call who called the timeout. I'm looking at the scoreboard. Both of them have their 3 timeouts, so maybe it was a referee timeout.
It could have been an official timeout,
an official timeout to talk something over, But there was no explanation to that.
Nope, nobody's been credited just yet. Once we have that information, we'll pass it along to you. 2nd down and 5, out to goal, right-hand side. Nice pass there, connects number 11. I think forward progress is going to happen to that first down marker. Jordan on the reception.
Well, yeah, forward progress, but I think at the same time he actually kind of started stepping back. But they're going to give him the forward progress there. They're going to give him change. They've got their first down of the ball game. Offense has got to be trying to feel good about themselves and try to get some momentum going right now. Because right now we've only seen the Harlingen offense maybe for about 4 or 5 plays, and they got a 14-0 ball game.
All right, Mission Vets now able to go shotgun formation. 5 wide receivers, hands off up the middle. Goes to running back number 28, and we wrestled down. That is Jose Garcia.
That was a good job by Jose Garcia to put his head down and get about 3-4 yards. As long as you keep, I always say, Aaron, if you're running the ball, and especially when you go down the middle and you get 2-3 yards, I think that's you're doing your job there.
Yep. Patriots. Good to see them here at Bogus Stadium. You Patriot fans out there that weren't able to make the trip, it's just really cool to see that team here because we just haven't seen them. So enjoying this game so far. Good run there by the Patriots, speaking of. Like you said, just 3 yards. They'll chew up another 3.
Yeah, it's going to be about 3rd and 4 now. It's a manageable 3rd down, and that's what you want to do. Now you can, the playbook gets a little easier to do, and you got about a 4 or 5 yard play to get into it. And that's what they're trying to do. I've always been a big believer about, run, pass.
Yeah.
That's always been my philosophy is to run, and pass. But then I'm not a head coach.
Well, and I think that's, that's kind of that kind of tested and true, if you will. The run opens up the pass game, right? And so it seems like Veterans Memorial having a little bit of success. They do go to the pass here on the 3rd down and 4. And that'll bring up a 4th down. Pass intended, by the way, for number 15, Manny Espinosa. He's the lone senior in that skill set for the offense.
But you got to give Peyton Stewart a good job there. He actually did a corner blitz and made the quarterback throw the ball just a little faster than what he wanted to. So good job over there by Peyton Stewart, number 34. He was able to. I mean, he got there pretty quick, Aaron. I just saw him get to the ball, and quarterback just like, hey man, I don't want to get sacked, and just threw the ball.
Pressure is coming early. 4th down. We're going to be timeout, and that's official. All right, here we go. Now we're going. Let's just make sure the clock is set. Here we go again. By the way, I have not credited anybody for that last time out, Joe. They're still, both teams at least show on the scoreboard that they have 3 each. Punt? Is it going to be? Yes, it is. Thought for a second there he was going to pull it or throw it. So quick little punt there.
You know, we started to see a lot more of that. What did you call that? Soccer style
Yes,
kind of punting.
yeah, rugby style soccer.
Rugby,
Some people call it, yeah.
Yeah, and I saw it last week with the South game, and I'm seeing it this week. I think what I'm trying to say is I'm seeing it more and more on the high school level.
I agree.
You know, and you know, just when they're trying to get a running start, and it kind of throws off the defense. Is he going to run, and he's going to, and kind of brings everybody inside, and then he boots it away.
but I've seen, you know, especially when they first started off, a lot of, you know, teams were getting away with it because the special teams, you know, on the other side of the field didn't understand what was happening.
No, it would fool you.
Yeah.
And they would rush everybody in.
Especially if you have a great athlete in the backfield there, you know, as your punter / athlete. All right, Isaiah Bell getting that Wildcat, Joe. They're going to it. They're going to just run the ball. Look at him. He's going to make a cut back to the inside now, and that's about 13 yards in the carry, and that's just what he does, Joe.
That's what he does, and he does very well. 13 yards right around the right-hand side. And he gets to see, Aaron, when he snaps the ball, he can see the openings and those big guys up front. And, you know, when he starts getting speed, it's going to be very, very difficult to stop him. And this is the Harlingen dominant running game that you're accustomed to seeing. And we're going to see a lot of running today, I think, and now because it's been successful.
All right, here we go. Back in there's number 5. That's Randy Morales. He's the starting quarterback, if you will, but he runs also. And here he goes. He's going to take off on the outside. Lead blocker upfield. He'll gain about 2. No, a little bit more, Joe. He's going to pick up 4 on that one as he's just fighting.
Yeah, it looked like about 2, Aaron, but he ended up picking up 4 yards and getting you right around, I think right at midfield, should I say. So it's, you know, they got so many weapons in the ground. You got the quarterback, you got Bell, and that's going to be very difficult to stop when you're a defense. Is who's going to get the ball, and then you got 23 Quintores on the other side too. So you've got pretty much a lot of weapons on the ground, and we know that, you know, they got the passing and they got the receivers as well.
Aiden Sandoval on the outside there, and Paul Price down here closer on the bottom end of your screen right at the 50. They have a lot of speed as well. Quintores in motion. If he gets on the outside, he's dangerous. Bell spinning forward, gain of 2 yards.
Yeah, he gets 2 yards. It's going to be a good third and about 5. Yeah, they give him a yard.
On the stop, number 30.
But, you know, I like what they're doing because, you know, they haven't been able to stop him. So Manny's just like, hey, man, until they stop this guy,
run it.
We'll go to the other weapon because they've got those extra weapons that they have. You can drain them until, and then, you know, once they get it going, then you can always go back to Morales or Torres or any of the weapons that they got there.
I mean, that's exactly what they did. That was the game plan last week. You know, Bell ran for over 200 yards, a couple touchdowns, you know, and it just kind of wears down that defense. And eventually, I mean, when you have 3 or 4 guys that can all run the ball, look at this. Here we go. Isaiah Bell outside, first down. They say quarterback keeper, but that's the biggest quarterback you're going to find around here.
Oh, yeah, definitely right. That quarterback keeper, that's one of the Wildcat, but that's Isaiah Bell, number 9, bruising his way for another Cardinal first down. We've got this, you know, mission veterans. Oh, there we go here. Now you got Bell. I never see that one. I don't think you got Bell wide all up to on the bottom of the screen here.
Now he went from running back, quarterback, wide out now. All right, let's see what's going to happen here. Sandoval there, and he's going to block. Bell's a blocker, and Sandoval putting his shoulder pads down. He gets a few.
That's a good call. I like that. He got about 4 or 5 yards. Bell, as big as he is, he's going to do some blocking for you. So, yeah, good job there. Good job on that. I like that play calling. They're kind of throwing a lot of different looks to the veteran defense, and right now the veteran defense has no answers.
So they're going to get tested on this drive. Going to have a long one. Trips left. Got 3 receivers bunched up on the top of your screen here. And shotgun formation. Other than that, Paul Price by himself. And it's a screen to Sandoval. He's got speed if he can break loose. Look at him bounce off that defender. Still fighting. Flag on the play, though. And that scenario could be, I don't think as a whole, there's only 1 red jersey out there.
Yeah. I don't know.
I couldn't
see exactly what happened there. But, yeah, we definitely got the flag on the play. So let's see who's – there we go.
Holding. So there's going to be on the 1 blocker that was out there. So that'll go against the Cardinals. Ball will come back.
That's not good when you're the 1 blocker out there, you know.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that one.
Yeah.
So
if you had to see a red, they can be anybody out there, but you're that one blocker, and you're the one that gets called. Yeah, that's not going to look good on film when they won't film tomorrow.
Veterans gets a little breather right there. Read some of these guys. Number 3, Diego Gomez, senior defensive lineman down there. Trying to get some other numbers for you. Call them out as we were able. But Veterans definitely come with a little bit of different defense also. It's not really a 50 package, but they got 3 down linemen running almost like a nickel back over here. It's almost like they're expecting a pass, but the Cardinals are going to run, all right?
Wow, I don't know what happened there. It looks like maybe an offsides or a false start, but they came about 2 or 3 guys coming through the line there.
Marker on the field.
They're going to have to bring some pressure, Joe.
They're going to give them offsides.
They're going to try to catch the Cardinals off a little bit, and they're going to have to bring pressure because the truth is, right up front, if you just look at this from a physical matchup, Joe, look at the trenches, okay? Look at the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals are a much bigger, beefier offensive line. Plus, Isaiah Bell is bigger than most of the defenders, right? So that's a lot of physics coming at you. And so Veterans going to have to start throwing in some blitz packages, some confusion, if you will, to try to catch the Cardinals off guard and catch them in the backfield. Here we go. Isaiah Bell, little swing pass here, makes a move, makes another miss. Down for a first down.
They got that first down, and it looked like there's just a little dump pass, but he ended up making some positive and great yards. And it looks like they're able to move the chains. I don't see the chains moving, but
got a penalty that they're looking.
Oh, okay. I got it now.
Seems like there's been quite a few penalties already here. We're about halfway through that first quarter now.
Yeah, this has been a long quarter. When you have a lot of scoring, and then that's one of those quarters. We might be here till about 11 o'clock.
If the Cardinals, saying this, of course, not ruling out the Veterans can get on the board here, get some points going, right? But if the Cardinals are able to just run the ball like this, it actually moves the game faster because it just kind of wears down the clock. But we've had so many penalties here in the first quarter that it's really just slowed things up quite a bit.
It has slowed down quite a bit there, and it's we still got 4:58 with 14-0 ball game. So, real quickly, want to just give a quick shout out. Now that we have a little chance here, to Becky and Nathan Martinez watching the Cardinal game at home. Love you guys. Keep watching.
Yeah, I think for all the people, family and friends alike, Joe, that are watching, tuning in. This is kind of the option, right, for some people, and so we're blessed. We're glad to be able to do this, and so shout out there and
yeah, I think a lot of people are still just not comfortable being around a lot of people, and I think it's a good thing that the UIL allowed this to happen again.
Definitely.
And I'm hope they continue this because, even though the fans that come on here, it looks like we almost got a sold-out crowd here, but there's still a lot of people that want to watch it at home with the comfort of their home. So you get the best of both worlds. You get the fans here, and you get the fans at home.
Well, KHGN, through HSD is happy to partner here with Real Sports Live and bringing this broadcast. And we're kind of slow moving here, y'all. As you can tell, like we're kind of moving. There's scoring happening, and it's almost as an officiating team. They're throwing the flags, but then they're taking triple the amount of time to mark it off or decide how many yards is going back and so on and so forth.
That's at least 15.
That's a huge penalty.
Yeah,
I thought it was supposed to be a holding, which would have been a spot penalty. And Coach Gomez,
second and a mile, I think, Aaron.
Coach Gomez is going to talk to the white cap over here because they called holding. Should have been a 10-yard penalty from the spot over here, so it should have brought it back to about the 47. But this is about a 15-yard markup instead, which is usually for a personal foul. So I know Coach Gomez is trying to get to the bottom of this as well. But regardless, this is taking a huge chunk of time out of the game here, and these players, man,
the referees
they want to play.
They want to. And this could be like a lot of momentum.
Sure. Well, and it could hurt the Cardinals, by the way.
Yeah, the momentum. It was swinging one way, and all of a sudden we got a second and a mile. And I think you're right. If it's a holding call, I don't see how we're, and I think Manny's explaining it downfield. He's like, he's like, hey,
how do you get 15 on a holding? I don't know.
And if it's a spot foul, it's got to be from the spot where it happened. So yeah, that's a good argument there. And let's see what the refs is going to do. He just started stepping, and he didn't want to stop. He kept going. I thought he was going to go all the way to the end zone over there. By the way, he kept going. And I don't think we can hear them.
No.
I think they're having some kind of mic issues. So for those of you at home, we apologize because I can't hear the refs to explain what we're going on.
First down.
First down.
All right, so they're going to leave it alone. Ball is where it is. We do not have the explanation, and, we're just going to continue calling like it is up here. So we're going to have, what is this going to be? First down and about 20? First and 20?
Yeah.
First and 20.
Yeah, 24.
First and 24.
Oh.
Sorry about that. My math was a little slow. First down and 24 yards for the Cardinals. And after about a 3 or 4 minute break, we're back on it again.
That's a long break there.
Here we go now. A couple of receivers split up high, rolling to his left, wants to pass. Here comes the pressure on the outside. And he puts the ball on the ground. I think they're going to call, I don't know if they're going to say that was a forward pass, but I think they're going to call that a fumble.
I think they're going to call it. I see the refs. No, I see number 66 of the Harlingen Cardinals, Anthony Johnson, pointing.
He is, but he's not in charge.
No, he's not in charge.
What do we got? I saw the beanbag, Ryan.
Ball recovered by the Cardinals. It'll be second
okay.
and long.
Well, I guess it was recovered by the Cardinals.
And they did call it a fumble.
Well, that's going to push him back a couple of more yards, I think.
My question was, because it was almost like he spiked the ball. I don't know if we had the instant replay. You could see his arm was moving forward, right? And so he almost threw it right into the ground.
Yes.
So it could have been intentional grounding. It could have been incomplete pass, but they rolled it as a fumble. I saw that beanbag.
Yeah, it says second and 24, but that's a lot further back.
All right, here we go. Now we're going again. Here comes the pressure. Screen let out for Isaiah Bell to get on the outside. Nice move there. Look at him get on the edge now across the 50. He's going to make another move to the 40, 35, off to the races, 25, 20, 10. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Wow, that's an outstanding play there. That was just a screen plant to get some positive yards there. That play is meant to get 5 to 10 yards, in a reasonable second down. We got a player down here for Mission Veterans, but I guess Manny pulled out the first and 32 out of the playbook because that worked. That was able to work.
Wow. Isaiah Bell, and we talk about his size. We talk about his power. But right there, he showed a lot of agility. He showed a lot of shiftiness as he was able to make a couple of guys miss on the outside. And he shows his lateral movement as well as his up and down movement. And, he's just an impressive back, Joe. He's run the quarterback position with the Wildcat. He's been out of receiver and blocked. Now he gets out on a screen pass, so he has hands. And when you look at a back like that, I mean, it's a pretty complete back, Joe. And, it's impressive to watch him, and it's good to see him doing his thing this year.
Absolutely. Like I said, that play was probably designed just to get, 5 to 10 yards and make it another manageable second down and get another 10 yards. But that was him, Aaron.
Yeah.
I've got to say that there was some good blocking downfield, but the majority of he did a lot of, like you said, you see some fancy moves here and there.
Sure.
And made some people miss and able to get in for the touchdown. We've got a 20-0 ball game right now. We had one of the Mission Veterans player down. Looks like he's limping a little bit, but I hope he's okay.
Hopefully it's a cram, nothing serious. So here we are, folks, 20-0, pending the extra point here with 3:58 remaining in the first quarter. And, Harlingen has just really been able to take advantage of, some miscues by Veterans Memorial early on here in the game. 2 costly turnovers, then on that punt. And then, Cardinals were getting marched back and back and back due to their penalties. And then Isaiah, but like you said, it's, a quick screen meant to get out there. Extra point is good, by the way, 21-0. And then he just runs. And a lot of people, again, his size, his power. But man, he's going to surprise people with his speed, and that was off to the races, and he beat him.
And that's one of the things here. You touched about like that. A lot of running backs that are powerful don't got speed.
Right.
They don't have
It's
that
one or the
speed.
other.
It's one or the other. You either got the speed or you got the power. With Bell, you have both, and he can make. I mean, he made some guys miss out here. So he's definitely a big part of this offense, and he's definitely a very key figure in this offense. As I think he's got 2 of the touchdowns right now, and run out of the Wildcat, one is a screenplay. And so far right now, Harlingen is showing the dominance here. Defense is playing outstanding. Special teams are swarming downfield. We got 3:58 left to play in the first quarter still, and we got the Cardinals 21 and the Patriots 0.
All right, folks, thanks for joining this live broadcast here this evening. And wherever you're watching from, whether it be Mission, Harlingen, or far away, go ahead and throw in the comment box there where it is that you're tuning in live from. Trying to do our best to bring this game to you this evening to make you feel like you're here with us. Great evening for some high school football here in South Texas. Good turnout here by the Cardinal fan base as usual. And Mission Vets traveled, usually on the opposing side of the field, Joe. Mission Vets probably one of the bigger crowds that we've seen travel with their team.
It's a pretty decent crowd coming from Mission.
So thankful that they're here, but for those of y'all watching live, thankful you're with us as well. Here we go. Mission Vets, nice move. Penalty flag on the field. Albert Vasquez there on the tackle.
And that's going to be a block in the back. I think I saw that on
Albert Vasquez. We got penalty markers on the field.
On number 8. And I don't want to sing it because the referees are not calling the numbers out right now anyway. Yeah, that's going to probably push him back a little bit further, and that's going to give him. Those are the things you don't want, because those are kind of like right now they're struggling to get their offensive going. They're trying to find their game, and you get pinned back.
During the return, holding 21.
So someone was asking on the live stream here, Isaiah Bell's run. If we had to go back and mark it, it's about 65 yards, Joe, in that area.
Somewhere around
65 plus.
Because about the marker was around about the 35-yard line.
But I'd say it was at least 65 plus yards for Bell, and it was a screen pass.
60 plus for sure.
Yeah, 60 plus on a screen pass to the outside. And so I think that should put him down for reception yards too. So that's going to be like his biggest reception.
Oh yeah, that goes down. Yeah.
So
he might break 100 and 100 at this pace.
All right, here we go. 21-0. Mission Vets trying to mount some kind of a comeback here. They're not out of it yet. I think they can quick strike. This time, what a big hit there by the Cardinals. As soon as I say that, 34 comes in.
Peyton Stewart again. Oh, man. He made his presence known there, and he just broke the gap right there and was able, I believe he got probably about a 1-yard loss. The running back of Mission Veterans really didn't have a chance there. He was just, what can you do in that situation?
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing you can do.
By the way, that's a perfect form tackle there.
That was textbook tackling.
All right, that'll wake somebody up right there. 2nd down and 11 now for the Patriots. Screen pass for them now. Oh, he's not. I don't know if he had enough steps to make that a completion or not. Official's going to say that he was down. So they're going to count that and say 3rd down.
Oh, yeah.
On the hit, number 13,
that's not what you want. I got to be honest here, and I'm very impressed with the Harlingen front four and the schemes that Manny Gomez is doing with corner blitzes. And they're getting pressure on this offense. Mission Veterans does not have any time to throw. As soon as he steps back for 1 or 2 step drop, he's already got somebody coming in. So great job on the defense. We never call defense a lot, but great job.
All right, here we go. Look at this downfield. Got a receiver open, just overthrows him. And, man, that was a big overthrow, by the way.
Yeah, that was about at least 7 to 10 yards. And there wasn't even like a yard.
But let's talk about that arm real quick there. I mean, if you were to measure that, that was probably about a 40 or 50-yard pass, like nothing.
Definitely.
The talent's there, folks. The talent is there. Young quarterback, right? But I see some things that Coach Gilpin, I believe, is going to develop in him. But, man, that's a big arm right there.
That was at least 50 yards because he was in the end zone, if I'm not mistaken, and the ball landed a little over past the 50-yard line.
All right, here we go now. 4th down, 14. They did this rugby-style kick last time. He's going to let this one go. That's a better-looking punt. And this will be fielded by Aiden Sandoval. He gets out to the 35. He does have speed, but flag on the play. I think this one's coming back. Even though he hurdles someone out at the end there, Aiden Sandoval. But I have a feeling this is coming back. Folks.
Yeah, I think you're right, Aaron. But still, you got to give it a great return on Aiden Sandoval. Was able to run around and gain some positive yards. It looks like the Cardinals were like, we're still in the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen, and it's 21-0. But, yeah, I think that one there is going to call block in the back. The referees are talking about it. And
that was early on, too.
Happy.
No. It was really, really early on in that play there. And I saw that flag come out. I was like, oh, man, that's going to hurt the Cardinals. And it did.
The return, holding.
Usually when you get a special teams, it's always on the return team 99% of the time.
Yep. All right, now, so this penalty should be against the Cardinals. They'll be coming back. Vet Memorial will have a chance here to let that defense go to work and try to get a stop. This running game has really been, I say running game, although that last 60-plus yarder was a screen pass, right? But Veterans Memorial started to go to that blitz, right? Put that pressure on. And I think they're going to really need to call out all those blitzes and try to put some pressure in the backfield here. Or else the Cardinals are going to just keep running.
Yeah. Aaron, if you can't stop the run, just keep going it. You're not going to be able to stop it. Keep doing it.
All right, I formation. How about that? Joe's been a while. They're going to put Isaiah Bell as the fullback. And I believe that's Kian Torres, and he's supposed to be the fast one, quote unquote, and looking to get out of the first down marker. But how about that 1-2 punch in the backfield?
That's another one, Brent, we haven't talked about quite a bit here, but that's Kian Torres, number 23, getting the arm. And I love the stiff arm they did, getting 9 yards on that play. And they're putting him on the eye again, Aaron. Let's see if they run the same play. We've seen them done once already.
Here we go. Handoff. Yep. Kian Torres. Look at that. Following his blocker. And he's going to gain another way more than enough for a first down.
Yeah, I think this is his first 2 carries of the game, and he's been able to get some really good chunk of yards. So, you know, if it's not Bell, it's Torres. It's not Torres, it's Morales.
Aiden Sandoval. Who else you want to throw in there?
Yeah, you know, we can throw everybody in there.
All right, Kian Torres following his blockers again. And Isaiah Bell, that time, he didn't even have anybody to block in the first level.
No.
Because the defender wasn't there. And so he just goes up to that second level. If he would have gotten that second level block, Kian Torres would have been gone for a touchdown.
That's another, exactly, Aaron. And that's another 8-9 yard game by Kian Torres, number 23 of the Harlingen Cardinals. Making some good runs, 3 consecutive runs. We don't really see that a lot in Harlingen using the same player like that. But they did it here, and now they got Bell in the backfield with Kian Torres maybe following the block.
All right, 21-0 is your score here, 1:25 remaining in the first quarter. Bell, right-hand side, 10-5, touchdown, Cardinals.
Aaron, that was a great stunt play that they've done. They really ran the same play 4 times, 3 with Kian Torres, 1 with Bell, and I think Manny or the offensive coordinator is going, well, they can't stop it. Let's keep doing it, and they kept doing it. We've got a 27-0 ball game right now, Aaron. Their defense does not have any answers for the Harlingen running attack that they have right now, and if they don't get something going and getting something together, this game could be ugly.
Well, I'll tell you what, and one of the things I was really noticing in the last couple of drives, especially in that drive along extra point is up.
That looks like it's good.
Was they kept going to the right side, Joe. I don't know if you noticed that.
I did notice that.
And
all 4 plays.
That's the offensive strong side off the right tackle, right guard. But all 4 plays on the right side. And so, you know, if you're Mission Vets, you got to beef that end up a little bit because they've obviously exposed something there, and really there was no stopping it. And, you know, Coach Gomez, you can say what you want, 28-0 in the first quarter, but this has been I-formation football. This is
typical smash
pulling
mouth.
tricks out of a hat,
No.
right? I mean, and so it's one of the things, line up and you got to go at it, and whoever's stronger is going to win, and that's just the way it is right now.
And you made a great point earlier about, you know, how people were saying about them, you know, oh, they ran up the score. They were doing pretty much the same thing, Aaron, but if you cannot stop the run, what can you do?
Yeah.
What can you do? And right now, look, we're already – Harlingen has 28 points in the first quarter, 119 left to play. If they can't stop the run, we can see a 42-49-0 ball game. What do you want them to do? You know, don't run. I mean, I don't agree with what people say I don't think they ran up the score. It's just if you can't stop them, you can't stop them.
Well, definitely kind of a replay at this moment. Still early in the game. Still in the first quarter, folks, with 119 remaining. You know, up here in the booth, we're pulling for Mission Vets to get something going on that offensive side of the football. You know, we love to see a good game. Yeah, and so you know, we'll see what this drive is going to hold here. But right now, the Cardinals are playing really strong. A great tackle there, by the way, on special teams. And that's the thing right now. The Cardinals are clicking on offense, defense, and special teams. And you're seeing that. And to start clicking early in the season, that wasn't the story last year. I'll tell you that much for the Cardinals. And so there's a lot of buzz going around this team right now, and you can see why right now.
Yeah, you know, I've spoken to some people down there, and they really got a good feeling about this ball club. Of winning the district is not what they want. They want to go further into the playoff. That's the least of the expectations.
Sure.
That's going to be like a given that according to them. But they got some tough matchups up, you know. So, but you know, like I said, 28-0, anything can happen. We still got a lot of football to. But there goes that defense again. They're just swarming, Aaron. They're just swarming. And again, I've called Peyton Stewart about 4 or 5 times. I don't know if he's more like a linebacker, but I saw him done stunt blitzes around the left-hand side, like a corner blitz. So I think he's kind of like a rover or something like that. They're just using him in different, different formations.
It'll be a lost second
All right,
down.
Mission Vets looking to the sideline, trying to get some kind of, you know, help as far as the play calling goes. You know, really what's been happening right now is that, you know, the whatever's being called has just been met in the backfield, and that's large in part by the pressure that the Cardinals are bringing. This time up in the air, and he's tackling me number 6.
That's
Andres Duer.
Duer. I hope if we're not pronouncing it right, let us know.
Yeah, please.
But yeah, he's been very focal, and he's also got a lot of speed to cover back. Can get right to the receiver pretty quickly. So good job there on Andreas. Andreas.
Yeah. Yeah, if somebody out there knows it, please correct us on that. If not, we'll try to figure that out before our next broadcast. But because he's actually not a name we've been calling. I don't know if he's newer to the team this year or wasn't here last year, but it's good to have him there. All right, here we go. Look at in the hands again. That's Albert Vasquez. Another interception to the 2015 10-5 touchdown. Cardinals.
Wow, Aaron. You know, this guy's just around the ball. He smells the ball. He swarms around the ball. And he's able to get that the second INT in the first quarter. Wow. He's got 2 in the 1 quarter right now, Aaron. And you know, Mission Veterans has made some 3 turnovers. The defense is playing outstanding right now. We got a 34-0 ball game. All I can say is, man, this is incredible. Albert Vasquez right now, ladies and gentlemen, with the turnover. This one he got all the way in. The one previous got it down to about the 3-4 yard line. And Aaron, I don't know what to say, but this could be a long game for Mission Veterans right now. They don't get something going quickly.
Wow. Albert Vasquez, pick number 2, and, you know, just amazing sense for the football. And I feel like he you know, maybe heard my first comment. Maybe he is the fastest on the field, right? He's like, I'm going to show you. And he just burned everybody on the way to the end zone there. And what an outstanding young man, outstanding play. It's just good to have his, you know, I know the Cardinals are excited to have his veteran leadership. And just a hardworking individual. Great job there. You saw it in the replay. And, man, he's all over it again this year. Hey, by the way, got some help. It's pronounced Dior, all right? So it's Andreas Dior.
Dior.
So now we
like
know,
Christian
right?
Dior?
That's right. So Dior, D-E-O-R, that's how we're going to pronounce it. So Andreas Dior.
Andreas Dior. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. Hey, 35-0 is a score. That is the actual score with 24 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Your eyes are not deceiving you.
Yeah, if you're just joining right now, you just got out of work or something, and you're going, man, can't wait to see this great ball game. No, the score is real. 35-0 the first quarter. Harlingen has dominated. 3 defensive turnovers there, and 3 defensive turnovers. 2 interceptions by one man, Albert Vasquez. And both of them, he ran it in. The first one about 3-yard line, and the second one, he was able to punch it in on his own. So the defense has been playing outstanding. The offense also, their run is on point right now. They got all the weapons: Morales, Bell, Torres. You know, Harlingen just, you know, who wants the ball? You know, and unless Mission Veterans defense start, you know, try to close in that run, it's going to look, but it's going to, you know, might be a long game.
Well, your Mission Veterans right now got to get this run back right, and you get swallowed up there quickly. But if you're Mission Veterans, you're preparing now, right? You're like, all right, this is an opportunity. We're playing a really good team right now. What can we learn, right? We're probably not going to win this game now, 35-0.
No, I mean, you're absolutely right.
You know, and okay, that's fine. You know, there's difference. Remember, 6A, 5A, you know, bigger school, smaller school. But hey, now you got a chance to learn. You got a chance to learn from this game, polish some things up. Iron sharpens iron. Really get in here and learn from this. Hopefully, you get out of here injury free. But you prepare. This is preparing you for those opponents you're going to see in your own district. And, you know, they beat McAllen Memorial. They beat Mission. This is not a bad squad, okay? This is just a different class, all right?
They made some mistakes right now.
Yeah, of course. It's a young team, by the way. Got a junior quarterback. Got a couple junior sophomore there. Good run right there. I like the fight there in number 7. But learn from this experience for sure.
You know, and that's a great point, Aaron. And what I would do as well is continue with your game plan. Continue to improve in this game right now.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, continue to just like, hey, look, hey, we're down, but let's just keep focusing and making positive plays. And don't put your head down and just keep fighting and fighting. You know, if it turns out to be a 55 to 7, or, you know, just keep playing your game.
Hey, how about we got a couple watching from Washington, Pennsylvania. I looked that one up, by the way, and from Monterrey, Mexico también. So kind of cool to thanks for chiming in there. I asked for that earlier.
Wow, Monterrey, huh? Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and Washington, Pennsylvania. I had to look up that Washington, PA. All right, I looked it up.
Wow. Washington, PA. I never heard of that one before.
So thanks for joining us on this.
I think we're global, Aaron. I can officially say that we're you know,
we're international for sure tonight.
Especially from Monterrey, Mexico. There you go.
But, you know, what a great partnership here, KHGN, HCISD working with Real Sports Live. And, you know, we are broadcasters here at HCISD. We're broadcasters here in Harlingen. And so we get to see these teams quite a bit. But really nice to see a team from that end of the valley, Mission Vets, coming here and, you know, bringing what they can tonight. And again, growing, learning from this experience. Here you go. Second down, hand off, hit in the backfield. And you'll be stopped there.
That was
third down.
That was, I believe, 92.
Hand up for number
That
7,
was
Pablo Lopez.
Memick. 92
Made
getting
up
out
the
there. He didn't make the
backfield
tackle, but he
with
caused a lot of the
92,
chaos
Remzi
there
Memick.
and was able to, you know, just get on there really quick.
Talk about veteran leadership. You know, Remzi Memick, he was here last year, called his name quite a bit. Good young man, smart young man also, and, you know, academically on the field. And he kind of centers, he kind of anchors that defense. He's literally in the middle of that defense up there, almost playing nose guard, one technique sometimes. But he controls, he's the captain there. Oh, my. That's tipped. And now, if it wasn't for his own teammate, number 21 would have had a pick too.
Yeah, that was Christopher Rodriguez. That was those are very dangerous there as well, though. So
That was Remzi Memick, by the way, that broke up that interception.
yeah, they broke up and then was able to get in the pass. The play before that was able to get in and disrupt make some havoc going. So now we got a fourth down here. You got about fourth and about 7 or 8 to go. You know, and Mission Veterans right now looks like they've got to get repoised. But they look down a little bit, Aaron. They probably came in here saying that, hey, man, we're not afraid. And they're not. I'm not saying they are, but, I mean, it's just they've been overpowered.
All right, here we go. See, he can pass out of this. You know, teams are going to have to watch out for that this season because that is your QB playing punter for a moment. And this time he gets a pretty decent punt off. And